G'day everyone, how are you and welcome to Morrison's Minutes, and tonight we'll be looking at take 2 of the Political Machine 2024. Thanks for joining me. If you caught up with my previous stream a couple of nights ago, it was the initial run through of the Political Machine 2024. This is a pre-release before the actual game is released in mid-May this year. So this is the test phase, and yeah, look, let's have a review, let's have some fun. Any queries, I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe if you get the opportunity. Just started streaming this year, and yeah, look to hope to bring a mix of a lot of stuff, but look, let's get into it. This is the Political Machine 2024. So look, last stream we actually did the primary runoffs for the Democrats. I was successful for my first time after 7 attempts. Thank you, Donald Trump. So this time we're actually going to give it a run through on the presidential side of things. I haven't tinkered with this, I haven't had a look at it yet, so I'm interested to see if there's any changes, or maybe it's the same as the primaries. We'll wait and see. So let's get straight into it. For the people that were here last time, look, I gave a brief run through, didn't go in depth, but in the lead up to the release in May, I'll start getting a bit more in depth. If you've got any questions or anything, even, you know, how I can improve, anything you want me to find out, look, sharing is caring, right? So let's just jump into it, and we're going to have a run tonight for the presidential spot for 2024. So look, last stream I was Donald Trump. Like I said in the previous stream, I'm not leaning either way, right? I'm from Australia, so any of the counterparts in the US that are probably sitting back having a laugh at this Aussie trying to talk politics, welcome. And look, it's just a test run through, right? I'm not opposed or in line with anyone else, but look, I won last night with Donald Trump. Let's give it a go again tonight, but tonight we're going to run in the presidential runoff. So I picked Republican, you know it, I will be Donald Trump tonight. I can't see too much has changed on the info. Everything looks pretty much the same. Looks like you start with $4 million in funds, 5 political cards, disliked as always, intelligence, yep, everything's pretty much the same. So the question is, who are we going to run off against? So look, you've got very similar runners to the primaries, and look, we're going to have to go against Joe Biden, right? It's the sitting president, it's going to happen. So let's get into it, and let's see what happens tonight. Okay, we're ready to roll. So let's have a look at this state map. It's set up very early. Okay, Republican. We've still got 28 weeks. Running mate. Oh, right. So you get a running mate selection. So you choose running mate selection, debate announcement, national debate, and presidential election. So this is all new. Splits 44, Sleepy Joe, 43 for DT, and Joe's on his way, ready to go. So let's just have a quick look here at these states, and let's look at the splits. So the splits for the Republicans are pretty strong. As I mentioned in my first stream, you've got the polling and enthusiasm takeouts, but I'm really interested. Okay, so there's a big gap. It really starts afresh, apart from the states that aren't color-coded. So interesting. Okay, all right, look, let's get into it. I'm going to try and keep this under an hour, so bear with me where you can. Skip forward if you need to. Please subscribe. Let's get into it. I'm going to shoot straight to Michigan, because after my comments the other night, most people would realise I just have a soft spot for Michigan. So I'm going to build up a campaign headquarters there, go for a voter registration centre. We've got one going there, because that's heavily Democrat at the moment, and that's not what we want. We need to flip some states. There's no doubt we need to flip some states. I'm also going to give New York a run, I feel. And that's hit my stamina pretty hard straight off the bat. So I'm going to ask the New Yorkers for some funds. All right, 428,000. Happy days. Let's go. Let's go into the second week. All right, 44, 43. Here we go. What do we got to play with? Target player loses 3% in all states. We're going to use that straight off the bat. There's no doubt about it. New York, we're going to have a bit of a chat. Let's see what's important. Inflation, as I said, inflation is the key. There's no doubt about it. I think I'll be alright. I really need to work on Michigan, so we're going to have a chat about inflation again. It's going to be a big talking point, big talking point. We really want to see if we can hammer in on some of these blue states. California will be hard. That will be really hard. Texas, yeah, Texas, definitely an opportunity to win. Let's raise some funds in Texas. 500,000. Thank you to the people of Texas. And we'll use a sub tweet as well. Let's go on to week number 3. See what's in store. Really looking forward to these debates. The makers of the game mentioned that in the final cut they'll have regular debates, which won't be, you know, as opposed to running an ad in this case, or just making a speech. They might have regular debates, which would be absolutely awesome. I think it'd be fantastic. So we're in Texas. Let's have a look at what we can do here. We're doing another sub tweet. This is no holds barred tonight, people. We are in the game. I don't know why I can't use a sub tweet. Probably because I didn't target him. Come on, Jace, wake up. Alright, let's build. Let's go for a red center. We'll upgrade it. Alright, we flipped Texas so far. It doesn't give me a lot of confidence. I'm going to travel around now and just do a bit of a trip. As I said, your polling or enthusiasm should lift after a trip. In this case, every state except North Dakota, so it's South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma. My enthusiasm raised after just tripping through those states. There's nothing out of North Dakota, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next week. And we're off. So look, I'm going to make a visit to Washington. I'm going to have a run at California. I really am. I'm going to build something out there. We're going to do a networking lounge. Let's see what happens. Intimidated card in California, and definitely a sub tweet. I haven't got enough, so we'll travel some more states back to Texas. And that's about the end of that, as we can stay at the moment. Definitely no issues with Joe Biden moving at the moment. We will steal a card, and we will use a subtweet next round. So he's moved back to Texas. I'm going to go back to Michigan and New York, and I'm going to set up a mobilization hub there, which is good in Michigan. And I want to get across to New York. I just have enough. I'm going to have a chat. Let's talk inflation. Let's try and get a bit more. Got 2 more options to move. I probably won't be in the northeast. The polling's pretty big. Let's go to the next week. Well, we are flying through this tonight stream. We are flying through this, so I hope I don't get myself caught up too much. Back to New York. I've made some ground on New York. I've really made some ground, which is good. These 3 political capital, it's alright. Let's talk about something else. There's not much on the cards for the Republicans. It's just inflation, inflation, inflation in New York, New York. Go back to Michigan. Let's have a speech in Michigan. So far I've realised, out of the few states I've gone to do actual speeches, inflation has jumped up the top. Now, that was slightly different to the runoffs. Okay, so I don't know if that's meant to be. I'm still working out what that means here, but I've just noticed the first 3 or 4 speeches, inflation is right up there. So be interesting to see the theory behind that from the developers. Wow, we're moving into week 7 of the election already, and we're starting to get busy. We've still got a fair bit of red. Michigan is looking good. Speaking of Georgia, I really want to. Okay, so we've got Obamacare voter ID. That's really interesting in Georgia. Obamacare. Well, if we talk real life, let's not go down that street. As far as I'm concerned, there should be free healthcare for everyone, but we'll leave that to the experts. Wisconsin's probably not in play. Let's go back to Texas. I'm just going to do a trip around here. I definitely want to get back. I need to push California. So let's run an ad in California. It's pretty low. Pretty low. No sanctions on Russia. I'll say that Joe Biden. Alright. That's not right at all. There we go. Yes. Alright, let's see. There we go. Let's look at the Zaggy polls. Zagby polls. Something at the moment. Alright, Joe's ahead. Inflation, well, I've started big on that. Medicaid. Definitely potentially a democratic issue. Abortion. Climate change. Alright, this is a big split. That's okay. Alright, where are we going next? So California, got a bit of work to do. We can't go anywhere from here. We'll run into week 8. See what comes of it. We've got an option for a subtweet. Good chance there. Colorado's out of my grasp, there's no doubt. Texas is looking good. Oklahoma, wow, it's a real red versus blue early, isn't it? It's weighted heavily. Yes, that happens in the States. It's raising funds. What do we get from Iowa? 67,000. Okay, let's have a look and see what we're doing here. Back into it. Alright, it's the end of the week. Well, we're flying through these weeks. Week 9. Still heavily red, but definitely going to get over New York. We've got in New York at the moment. Campaign headquarters. Let's build one. Got a think tank going. Upgrade. Okay. Let's do a speech. I really want to beat New York. Or win New York, I should say. Inflation again. It's in my stamina 1.9. What have I got? Let's get a subtweet going. Let's move on. Week 10. Week 10. What's in store for week 10? Pennsylvania, 30% enthusiasm. I'm going to assume I'm in trouble here. So we take a moment to look at these states. Vermont, Massachusetts. Yeah, look, the color coding is hard. It's strong. And there's obviously... okay. It's trustworthy. Very, very trustworthy. Go back down to Florida. Let's have a chat. Disaster. Preparedness is always important. Coast of Texas. Natural gas and oil. Let's take another trip. Let's get some more enthusiasm going. All this, we're rolling around and we're heading to the running mate selection. That's interesting. That's exciting to think about, to understand what we can do. Let's run something like here against Sleepy Joe. There's not a lot for the Republicans. Look, in the political knowledge I have, I know it's a Democratic run. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, that's going to be tough to win, I think. Yeah, I'm well out. 22, Arizona. Let's try and get a bit of movement in Arizona. Okay, it's flipping very early. That's fine. 4.8 political capital. Hit him up with another card. I've got one sub-tweet. I can hit him, I did. What's the fixer? Okay. Remove that. Spin Doctor in a high. Probably should have researched that a bit stronger. There's no doubt about that. Just to, you know, sort of really double check what they've got going for me here, but that's okay. We move on. Week 12. Week 12. Where am I? California. Let's have a chat. I'm just not interested. Just not giving me an opportunity. Nevada. I didn't win Nevada in the previous runoff. I was visiting Alaska, so forget about that. Hawaii, probably out of bounds. Texas, wow. Polling huge in Texas. That's interesting considering it was a fight for the runoff. So, yeah, we'll soon see how real life this is. Moving on, week 13. Week 13, wow, we're running hard here. We're running hard, 16 minutes in. We'll lose this, you'll know why. Okay, let's get back to Georgia. Just going to fly around here and do a little bit of visitation, get the enthusiasm up. Even in these states, they're a little bit off me. Let's go, week 14. What have we got here to use? What can we use here? As I said the other night, these cards, you get a max, in this case, 5 cards for DT. Let's go with Mac Peering. You can discard the cards as you need. You can potentially steal cards from your opponents. At the moment, though, alright, New York are on the border. They're on the borderline for me here. Select unions, just get a bit of traction there. Let's cut over to New Mexico. Biden's there, and we'll just give Colorado some love. Alright, what do we got? We're moving into some debates. We're going to, running mates. This is where you select your running mate. Who will I select? Wow. Do we shore up the vote with Mike Pence? Do we go with someone different? That's the key. Nikki Haley gave me a very good run, and you know, I'm going to select Nikki Haley. She gave me a huge run in the runoffs. I don't know what that's going to do for the charts here. Okay, she'll make speech by speech by speech. That's okay. Minnesota, Washington. So I just want to have a look. California's in play here. California is in play. Sanctions on Russia have lifted. Arizona looks pretty solid. Colorado. I think I'm good in Texas. Iowa. Can I give him a run in Iowa? Let's talk that Joe Biden does not support agriculture. Michigan, New York. I really want New York. So what's next? National debate. Okay, this is definitely new. A few weeks to prepare for debate. Ohio will host the next national debate. Okay. I don't know what to expect here, so this is exciting. That's when the debate, right? Okay, so it is pretty exciting to know there's no debate coming. Let's keep on the track here. Let's address inflation. Let's see if we can get the border security states to step in for DT. And I'll just cruise some of these states to build up our enthusiasm. Too much enthusiasm anywhere there, which is concerning. So at the moment, polling percentage 48 for Donald Trump, 41 for Joe Biden, 11 undecided. say indecisive or undecided. Thank you, Jameson Whiskey. Okay, so we've reset. Use the cheerleader card. I really want to win California. I've got to wait for my next turn, and we're 1 week out from the debate. And I've seen some changes in these states now. Now I'm starting to really worry what we want to do for the next run, but California is important. There's no doubt about it. We're not getting many talking points. Sanctions in Russia did expand. In Florida, he has pulled his wings on me in Florida. There's no doubt about it. I cannot lose Florida. Raising the retirement age. We flipped it. So we can get back to New York. Alright, we've got the debate. The debate's coming. Let's see what this entails. Okay, PNN. Let's go. Alright, I like it. Let's get right to the issues. Let's go. The national debate. Looks like you've got a worm. Bottom. Very good. You're up. Sleepy Joe. Support. Raising the minimum wage to ensure it provides a livable income. You've got to say yes regardless whether it's a game or not. The minimum wage needs to go up. I'll just put that out there. Safe but solid. Alright, Trump. Let's go. Come on, baby. You damn right. Previous answers. Yes, I do support it in both fantasy and reality. No doubt about it. Australia needs a raise while we're at it, people. Okay, next question. So it runs a bit slow. You don't have an option to move through it too quick, but I've been told this will change by game release date. What is your position on the right to abortion? This is tricky, right? I know what I have to say for the game. I'm going to be honest. That's fine. I don't care. Gotta be honest. Alright. What about you, Mr. Biden? No doubt. Democrats will support the right no matter what, I'm assuming. Let's see what they say. Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't, but anyway. Move on. Really need an option to speed up the questions, there's no doubt about it. To at least, you know, space through that to get to the next stage. I'm sure I'll fix that. Wow, interesting questions. Is this a game or is this real life? Oof. Thank God I've got Jamo with me. Jameson Whiskey, smooth, aged 12 years blended. Beautiful. Right, same question. Yeah, I could be shitting myself in the foot here. Yeah. Support. I wonder what happens. I do support it. I come from a country that, well, doesn't support it as much as they used to be honest. Yeah, it's really hurt me, hasn't it? So it's really aligned to the base. I wonder how that will affect me. That was a bad answer to win the game, but yeah, I answer how I feel. Looks like there's one question left, and the looks of it. Either way, he's got me in this debate. Automation. Wave of the future, Joe. What's he got going on? Way too slow. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, clawed a bit back. Automation is good, but it can't replace the working man. There's no doubt about that. Okay, another question. I thought there was 4. Looks like there's 5. Let's start with Joe Biden. Regulation of AI to ensure it's developed and used responsibly. Yeah, I agree. I'm an advocate, 100%. It needs to be good. We're taken over by the machines. Machines are coming. Watch out. I believe, when I get the question, I will heavy-handed, yeah, slightly better. I think, good luck, Joe, you've probably won this first debate. Send it to debates. Joe Biden wins that one. Be interesting to see what it does to the map. Does it flip from red to blue? It's still a fair bit undecided. Really, the only one that Joe Biden gained out of that was Pennsylvania, to be honest. I think that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to get back into it. Ohio's got me. Michigan, I'm not going to lose, I'll tell you now. Go back down to Florida because he has closed the gap on me. Something insane. A bit more visiting. So what's the next big key? Well, next big key is the election. So there's one debate. Yeah. Needs to be more debates, no doubt about it. I think 3 debates as per what I think most people would like in life. Anyway, this isn't life, it's a game, Jace. Just click on. See what target cards they've got. No target cards there, so that's alright. We're going to go across to California, getting a bit more support out there. Let's not forget Alaska. Relation, also trip to Hawaii, back to California. Let's move into week 21. Maps changed a bit. Joe is moving. Just moved Oregon. Nevada. Still up in Nevada. We've got to win Nevada. Arizona. Let's do a speech in Arizona. Go back and visit some of these states. He's flipped Michigan. I don't like that at all. Wow. He's got a huge fucking lift in Michigan. Where the fuck did that come from? Seriously. Texas. It's a bit worrying actually as we lead into week 23. Yeah, he's flipping Michigan. Look at it. Look at it. It's interesting. 100% enthusiasm. Must be 100% enthusiasm for Republicans, 63 for Democrats. Back to New York. Try and sew these ones down. Oh, he's even flipped Florida. My goodness me. I think I'm in trouble here. Joe Biden is winning this election. There is no doubt about it. Joe Biden is ahead. He has given me the slip here. He's about to take Florida like you wouldn't forget it. What are they going to give me with some funds? Not much. I think I'm in trouble, people. I am in trouble. He's flipping these states like you would not believe. I'm just going to bolt around here and try and do some last minute dashing. I think I'm in trouble. Maybe that debate I should have stuck along stringent Republican Party lines. I think that's going to be the outcome of this. I'm in trouble. Anyway, we're going to fight. Fight we will. I need to win. In Alabama. Now I've got to get smart. West Virginia. Indiana. Nebraska. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Right, let's have a real look here at the map now. I'm 2 weeks out. Washington, Oregon's LA or California. Arizona. Mackinac in Florida. New York, he's got me. He's got me everywhere there now. And let's have a chat in Florida, I guess. So Alaska, Alabama. Go over to Alaska actually. Sew up that support. I'll head back to Hawaii, to Oregon. And now we're down to week 28 of 28. The last gasp attempt to win where we need to win, and this is not looking good, I will tell you now. Give a speech. We're going to give another speech in Florida, and we'll end up visiting. So that's it. We've gone 28 weeks of 28. Let's have a look at the Zagby polls. Oof, says it's tight. AI regulation, climate change, inflation, student debt, minimum wage, other issues. So Joe has spent $18.1 million. I've spent $5.5 million. He's beating me in the popular vote. All right. Let's see how we go. I've got a funny feeling here that I'm in a world of hurt. We'll slow this down. Let's see who becomes the 2024 president. Joe's off to a really good start. I think I've completely buggered myself. Anywho, Florida, come on. Yeah, I had to win that. Push for it. Get me in it a bit. Michigan, I normally wouldn't lose. If I lose Michigan, it's all over, I'll tell you now. Yeah, it's done. It's done. An absolute crushing defeat for Donald Trump. Crushing defeat. Joe Biden is just rolling through the blue states. Wow, what? Crazy. And I pinpoint a lot of it potentially to the debate. A lot of it must be tied into that debate. I didn't win it. I had some states in my grasp in the early piece, and crushing defeat. Interesting. Good take, people. How to not play the game on election night. Trump failed to win over the voters. And that's what happens when we look at the map. We have been absolutely decimated in the runoff. I beat 3 runners for the opportunity to run for president. Joe Biden has just come back and absolutely annihilated me. Interesting with the debates. I think there's a place for that in the game. I encourage that the developers include that. There needs to be more than one debate. The word is that they'll include 3 debates in the lead up to election night, but potentially other ad hoc debates. And I think having a vice presidential debate would be fantastic. But look, that's the run through for the run for the presidency. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. I've kept it under an hour, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's 36 minutes. I got my ass kicked, so that's fantastic. Yeah, beautiful. All right, look, once again, thanks for joining Morrison's Minutes. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the overview. Please, any feedback, keep it cool, but any feedback, happy to hear about it. We'll revisit this game again. We'll do a few more run-throughs before the release. For any more updates that come through before the actual release in May, I'd like to share with you. But yeah, look, fantastic. This is how you don't play the game when you're vying for president. But look, thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks very much.